Woo! Welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. As I was saying in the last hour, where is the customer service? Does anybody know anybody that has really good customer service? Really, like really good customer service. It's so far and few between that when you get it, it just freaks you out and knocks you out. You fall to the ground. You're like, oh my God, a real person. And I every time I they have these systems in place, right? Like before you used to just dial somewhere, press zero, you get the operator. And then it went to you got to listen to the long list, and then it'll tell you press 10 or 9 or 8 to get a representative. Now it doesn't even tell you that. Now the AI thing comes up and say, how can I help you? Maybe I can help you. If you just go to our website, da 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 da. Da. And I was like, and it takes so long to bypass all that mess. And you have to be like diligent about it because it'll just keep looping you into a black hole until you just get really frustrated and hang up. I think that's the idea. So you just have to stay diligent and get through all the hoops of, well, can I text you the link, how you can access this site? No, I need to speak to customer service. Well, can you give me some information about why? What do you need? Maybe I could help you. No, I need to talk to somebody. Okay. Then it goes, you can say things like, I have a question about my bill, or I have a question about my power outage, or um, I want to know how do I what's the fastest way to get to London? I mean, stupid stuff like that. No, Harry, you're right. AI is not friendly. And so I find myself raising my voice at AI. And, I don't want to do that because, these machines will turn on you. So, so I'm like, so you throw in the right word and then finally it'll say, all right, I'm gonna connect you to somebody who can help you. But you have to go through this whole rigmarole before you can even get to somebody. Oh, it is the most frustrating thing. And I hate these places where like a couple of my doctor's offices are like this. You got to leave a message and then they'll call you back. The CVS pharmacy does that mess too. They'll leave a message and then and you call back and they'll say leave a message again. And I'm like, I'm calling you back because I left a message and you called me back. I'm calling you back. Oh my God. It is the most nauseating thing. And so I wonder, you know what? This adds to the already anger and frustration that people are already experiencing. People are more angry and frustrated now. I think it's because customer service. I think if people could have a friendly voice to talk to, it would calm a whole lot of things down for a lot of people. If you could just get customer service on the first try, not on the 18th try, but on the first try, I think you could see a change in a whole lot of places with a whole lot of people. Because when you get to the AI part of stuff, your frustration is already high because you can't just, and oh, here's the other thing. Places don't even put their phone numbers. You have to be a forensic scientist to find a damn customer service number for an entity that you're trying to reach. Honest to God, it is so frustrating to go and look up to figure out. I want to call. It'll tell you everything. Oh, you can access on the web. You can access anything but talk to them. And if you do find a number, then the AI tells you, ask you all these 50 million questions, trying to anticipate what you're going to say. And I'm like, none of this. Oh my God, it is. I'm frustrated just talking about it. Do you hear it in my voice? I am frustrated just having the conversation about my frustration about the lack of no customer service anywhere. anywhere, anywhere. So I just don't know what else to do. I just don't know what else to do. I seriously, I do not know what else to do. So I just, and Ife is good for telling you, if you got to call some government entity, you got to block the whole day. Don't think it's going to be 10, 15 minutes or 2 minutes. It's the whole day, baby. You got to block the whole damn day. And we just go with this. Like we just accept this. Oh, it's just too much. It's very traumatic to me. I am so I customer service is just I don't even know where it went. I just don't know where it went. I don't know where customer service went. So anyway, it's just wild. It's just wild, wild, wild. Uh, so anyway, that's my lament for that. I'll leave it alone. I'll just I'll just leave it alone because what else am I gonna do? I don't know what else to do. Uh, I'll just leave it at that, and it'll be what it'll be. So, so if you're around town, you can pick up the latest edition of the Inner City. It came out yesterday. So, it's out there, and you can grab it. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, anyway, uh, there's a lot going on. Ah, what a day! 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 But it's Friday, and there's lots going on. I think this is going to be a great weekend. So if you don't have anything to do, go and scope out some stuff. There's stuff going on all over the place. I think what I haven't been in a good while, the Yale Art Gallery. Every time I go to the Yale Art Gallery, I always feel like those people don't like black people. Because every time I go there, I always feel like I'm being heavily, heavily surveilled. I'm like, I'm not gonna take none of this damn artwork. And if I did, where am I gonna take it? I don't know. Maybe that's just I don't think I'm imagining that. You know, I love this. You know, uh, so I just feel like I might make my way over to the. I still have not seen it, and Mike Miranda probably do me in if he heard me talking about this. I've not seen their exhibit, so now I got to make my way over to the New Haven Museum, which I don't think I have time today. I have to go to the gym, and then I have to go see my doctor. And my doctor, my internist. So I gotta go see that doctor. I got a whole bunch of doctor's appointments coming up, But listen, I'm not complaining because this is the kind of stuff that I need to. I'm at an age where I have to stay on top. Because I'm gonna tell you what you're not gonna hear. That I got some damn preventable thing, and because I didn't go to the doctor, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right this moment. I'm not going out like that. So all these people who are like whining about I don't like to go to the doctors, that's such a what it is. That's some privileged foolishness right there. That's some first world problem. That really is a first world problem. Because anywhere else in the world, people are trying to get medical attention all over the world. and people sit right in this community, in this country, whining about healthcare. Do you know how many people who don't have access to healthcare? Do you even know how many people have access to healthcare? And we're still trying to get people access to healthcare in this country. So if you have access to healthcare, and you better damn well be thinking the Affordable Care Act for access to healthcare, because let me tell you something. Before the Affordable Health Care Act of the Obamacare, before it was that, insurance companies could deny you. I let me tell you how I know, because I was denied when I got divorced. I lost access to health insurance. My husband had great health insurance. He worked for Metro North. He was engineer. When by the time he retired, he was an engineer. But he was climbing up the ranks. He was in executive space for a minute. Then he turned into an engineer. And so we always had great health insurance. Excellent. So when I got divorced, I lost all of that. So I had to go. So I tried to get health insurance, and everywhere I went, they were like, "Oh no, because you have this, you're overweight." Mostly because I was overweight. So they were like, "Oh, when you're overweight, it opens the door to all so many things. We're not going to cover that." So I had to go and talk to each doctor that I was seeing under my health care plan. I went to each doctor and said, listen, I don't have health care. I'm gonna have to pay you out of pocket. And so many of them worked with me to pay out of pocket. But it was not cheap because I still had to get prescriptions. I mean, it's a lot. And I have a whole team of doctors, right? Because I got a lot of ish going on. So I have a whole team of doctors. So I had to go and negotiate costs with each and every one of them. The doctor's visit, how much per doctor visit, prescriptions, how often could I get these? It really was spirit breaking. And I could see the cost of this mounting. Like it was just mounting. I was like, so when the Affordable Care Act came and they said, oh, you got to get health insurance and they can't deny you. I was like, oh, baby. And here's the other part. Because my kids are adopted and I was still young enough and wasn't making any money, I got Husky. I got Husky because I was the parent. Because the kids had health insurance, I didn't have health insurance. So they have a component where if you're the parent, you don't have health insurance, you can get health insurance. So I got Husky. So I didn't have any out of so I had Husky for like 20 years. It was great because I couldn't work anywhere. I mean, I couldn't get a job because I was a felon and all the doors. I mean, it was a whole situation. It was just a whole situation of things that just were barriers to me getting health care. But I was not going to be thwarted. I I they had programs in this state where I could get a mammography before Affordable Care Act because they knew that there were poor people who needed to get mammographies, particularly in Black communities. I wasn't in a blackity black community. I was in Beaver Hill, which is a Black community, but it wasn't like Newhallville. It's not heavily surveilled. It's not poverty driven. It's not any of those things. So I still got the benefit from using the to going and getting a mammography under a program that allowed for people who didn't have access to get access. So I got all my screenings. It was wonderful. So when the Affordable Care Act, all that stuff went away. Well, it just sort of morphed into working with more like for homeless people, unhoused people because my insurance took care of everything. And it was great. So I had my dental screening, my eye exams, my mammogram, my pap smear, all that stuff was done. All the blood work that I needed for various things. I mean, it was great. I don't even know where I'm going with this. So I'm one of these people. I go to the doctor. I don't want to wake up one morning and be like, oh, there's this nagging thing. I just ignored it because, oh, it didn't really bother me. It wasn't debilitating. I just thought it'd go away. And the next thing you know, you got some inoperable cancer mess. Pump the brakes. I see the doctor enough. If something's going on, you're gonna have to deal with this right quick, fast, in a hurry. I'm not doing that. Nope. I'm a woman of a certain age now. You know, when you're this age, stuff comes at you. stuff comes at you. It's like So yeah, I'm just here to tell you. I'm just here to tell you. Uh, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, baby. So I just try to I just try to move through as best I can. I just try to move through as best I can. Just try to move through as best I can. So, hey Harry,
Hey, Babz.
what you got on your shirt? What's the shirt say today?
It's my background.
Oh, the WNHH shirt. I love it. What's happening?
You know, if you move to China,
Because
you,
that's on my list.
you'd be retired. They
Yeah, but
just
I'd be poor, Harry. I'd be working in the factory sitting on glass. I saw the documentary.
you'd be retired, but you also be eligible to work under the table, right, in a factory because retirement means poverty. But they just moved up their retirement age,
To
right?
what? 90?
No, 63 for men, uh, and 55 for women.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you'd be good.
I think where we need to move, Harry, and I've been thinking about this a lot. I think we need to move to the countryside of Japan.
There is so much property available
I
over.
know, Harry. I just saw a whole thing about it. Beautiful properties.
Yeah, I mean, really beautiful property. And it's because they're having a population problem, right? So I mean, we're on our way there too. People aren't having kids.
Well, the young people don't want to live in the country. They
Well,
want to live. They want to
it,
live in the cities.
well, they're moving towards the cities, but also they're not producing enough children.
Oh
So
well.
so their population is actually shrinking.
Well, I can't help them with that. I don't know. I don't what they want some advice. I don't know.
So I mean, but it's a problem that's happening all over the world.
Well, they got some nice properties, Harry. I don't want to listen. I'm not trying to pimp their problems. I'm just saying, if we want a nice life, Harry, we should move to the country, to the country in Japan, and just live out our life in a very park-like setting.
Yeah, they actually want people to move because they need people over there.
I don't know what I don't know what the allure is for the cities. I mean, I know young people want to live in the cities, Harry, but when you start raising a family, you really want to stretch out a little bit. So, but they're not raising families, so there you go.
Yeah, yeah, but it's really nice. I was looking at property too, but
It is nice.
I
It
don't know.
is. That might be a good place to go, Harry, if the world gets a little crazy.
I mean, and then when you look at their crime rates, it's like non-existent.
And it's a clean country, like everywhere is clean. And it's in the blue zone, so people live long.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the if you look at some of the property, all of you know, the what do you call it, the shrubbery, all of that stuff is loaded with fruit, loaded with this, loaded with that. It's You're right, like in the middle of the Garden of Eden. It's
Yeah. I think we should go, Harry. Somebody to cook and clean. I'm not above that. Because
we
I'm not gonna be able to do that.
should have built a studio out there and broadcast live from Japan. No, but it
Let
is,
somebody come and clean up and cook every day, do the laundry, whatever. Service. I don't care.
and I mean, there's different parts of the world where I mean, they're basically giving the property away,
Yeah.
just to have you move over there because they
There's a
need.
lot of places in France like that too. And Italy. And Greece.
Yeah, Italy,
Although Greece is not cost effective.
no, Italy definitely they have spots like that too where they
Yeah,
just
Italy, you could do it, Harriet. You see the black woman who moved to Italy, she bought a house, a nicer house in Italy for like $50,000 that she couldn't even buy in Atlanta or Detroit or wherever the hell she was living.
yeah, they're like, please come, please. We need the income, we need revenue.
Yeah, they need the income, they need vibrancy. You know what I mean? Like I get it. I'm let me win some lottery money, Harry. That might be
I mean, there's spots in Australia too, but
no,
you know,
no, no, no,
you don't
no,
know
no,
what's gonna
no,
happen in Jurassic Park.
no, 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 no. If I go to Australia, I'm moving to Florida. You know what I mean? Like if they're the
You might
same.
as well say in
They're
the
the
United
same, Harry.
well, Australia is worse. I think everything is poisonous in Australia.
You know who doesn't have snakes? The country that doesn't have snakes? New Zealand. They don't have snakes.
That's like a really homogenous society.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's just white people overload.
yeah.
Mm-mm,
Complete.
mm-mm. No, no, no. And
But then,
I don't. They might be nice people. Do they? I mean, they got some indigenous people, I'm sure.
yeah, you know how I mean how over here like we have to worry about like on your Ring doorbell, you'll see what a dog running around the neighborhood or this or that. In Australia, it's a kangaroo
Oh
who
God, you seen those things?
those things are scary as hell.
But it's not just that. You seen them big ass spiders, Harry, that be hanging from the.
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, it's like I've seen videos of people going into the Amazon
Yeah, no.
and stuff like just falling out of trees, like
Yeah,
huge.
no.
I'm
Nope.
like, oh my God, what would
Nope.
I mean, what would I do?
Nope. Nope. Because I would just fall down. I would just.
You know me, I have a can of bug spray with me all the time, but
I
I
don't
don't
know. They would take that bug spray and slap you with it. No, Harry, we're not those kinds of people. We like a park like setting. We do. We like a park. We like a little land park like. We're not going into the bush. We're not going into the Amazon.
know. I forgot one of my nephews said we should go camping, and I said, okay, I'll go camp. You mean a cabin, right? I mean, you
It's
mean
like no.
no, no, camping in a tent. I said, oh, I'll do that. It has to be under the world for me to do.
Although Harry, because when I used to take my kids camping, there are camp places that are set up that are outside in the woods. You get a you could rent the one with the electricity hookup. You put your tent up, and then they have hot water showers and all of that, and they have a big screen TV for the kids and a playground, all that. That's about as much camping as I'm going to do. I'm not going to be square out there without access. Just no.
The tents have inflatable mattresses,
Yeah, I brought my inflatable mattress.
but but
Damn, girl.
actually sleeping on the ground, like I don't understand when I'm walking around downtown the green and people are thrown on the grass. I'm
Yeah.
thinking to myself, I can never just throw myself on the grass because I'm thinking which ant is gonna climb up my pants or something. I don't understand how people do it.
Harry, if you tired, you tired.
I guess, but it's like all the bugs find me. It's like I have everybody at the office coughing from
Oh
the
my God. Yeah,
this,
I know you would. Yeah,
and
see, no, we're outdoors people, but we're not outdoors people. I don't got nothing against the outdoors, Harry. I don't like bears. I don't like snakes. I don't mind bugs so much. I just don't like big bugs.
I mean bears will come in handy end of the world because that's a lot of meat, but
No, I'm not eating a bear. Uh-uh.
right now
Uh-uh.
all of that stuff has to be end of the world stuff for me,
Uh-uh.
you know, because I just can't do it.
You know what, Harry? I'd have to eat a can of spam first. Like I just
I like them.
I like
You
spam too, Harry. But at the end of the world, you're not gonna be at home frying it up. You got to eat it out the can. You know what I mean? Like,
know, but I mean, you remember spam used to be poor people food. Now it's like a
it was
lot.
a
And
struggle meal. Hey, Harry, there's restaurants that sell spam.
yeah, and now a can is like $4 for a can. It's like what this used to be poor people's food,
I know. It used to
and
be a
now you
struggle
can't
meal.
afford it. And also corned beef. You remember the cans of corned beef?
Oh my God, Harry. I loved it. I was in the store a couple of weeks ago and I was looking at corned beef. Harry, the crap that's in it's like 90% salt and
But it's also like $7 for a can now.
wow.
It's like, wait, I remember my mother used to get a few meals out of this
Out of
can.
that with some rice and onions.
Yeah.
What?
And now it's like you can't afford a can of corned beef. I mean, what's going on here?
I don't
Help us
know.
out.
I don't
I'm
know.
I'm
The
like,
struggle meal is no longer affordable.
I know the struggle is real.
The struggle is real. I don't know. I don't eat ramen noodles either.
Yeah, well, I got them as emergency meals.
I should have some as emergency, but they have such high salt content. But will it mad? Will I be
You
thinking about the salt content at the end of the world? No, I don't think I would.
No, you won't, but your body also needs the salt.
Yeah, I'll need the salt.
So at the end of the world, your body's looking for everything it could get.
So what you're telling me, Harry? Everything that they tell you not to eat now, you should have on hand.
At the end of the world is gonna be
Why they tell you Pop Tarts, which is the worst thing you can eat? Pop Tarts, corned beef hash, spam. I draw the line at Vienna sausages and potted meat. I draw the damn line.
man, potted meat.
Oh, my
And
mother used to eat them with crackers.
that's what I was gonna say, and the Ritz crackers, but
Oh,
not the Ritz crackers, the generic crackers, because you can't afford Ritz crackers these days. Generic. So the potted meat, I don't know how much a can of potted meat costs, but I hope that hasn't gotten, ridiculous. But
ugh.
but I used to love it. You spread it on some Ritz crackers. I used to love it. That was
My
like
mother used to love it. My mother loved it.
and the Vienna sausage. I can eat them out the can.
Mm-mm. Oh my God, they were so slick. Like for me, they look like little fingers. I couldn't do it. I was like, oh, it looks like little fingers. I
I like
can't do it.
slices of the Vienna sausage and puts it in my eggs.
Oh my God. I still like corned beef hash though. I won't buy it because it's just too bad.
It
But I
is,
like it.
but I have a couple of cans here because Bella loves it.
I'll eat it when I go to a diner, Harry. Like I'll order corned beef hash and eggs, and I'll order it in a diner because then I tell myself, well, it's not that it's different.
So
They're opening cans too.
the time's almost up, but I have a story. Talk about
Uh-oh.
end of the world.
Oh Lord.
A Tesla car
Oh,
caught fire in California, and it took 50,000 gallons of water to put it out.
what? Is it one of those ugly trucks
Yeah, it's the Tesla Semi.
that look like a garbage truck? Don't it look like a tricked out garbage truck?
But
Now you can't unsee it.
think about that though. So these batteries that basically come from China, um, once they catch fire, you have to empty the ocean to put it out.
How's that good for the environment?
I know it's like 50,000 gallons of
Harry,
water.
those things look like messes. Like I guess you could sell anybody anything.
So yeah, it says California firefighters had to douse a flaming battery in a Tesla semi with about 50,000 gallons, 190,000 liters of water.
So who is responsible for the payback? Nobody. Do you know what I mean? Like, does the fire department send a bill to the person? Your car took this amount of water.
No, and then when you look at it, right? So let's say the car survived, which obviously it couldn't have if it was burning that hot. But if you have to replace your battery, it's like 20,000. You have to take out another car
Yeah,
note
yeah,
for your battery.
yeah.
So I don't know how this
That
stuff.
damn battery better last forever, and it better not catch on fire. That's all I gotta say.
They got to figure this out. It has to get better.
Because it's a big piece of junk.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like over here, they have like 12 Tesla charging stations near the gas station that I stop in BJ's, and you never see anybody connected to one. So it's like it seems like a waste of time because
But now they're letting other people use it. Because remember, Tesla was like nobody else could use their charging ports, but now they're tricking them out so other cars could use them.
so with the charging stations that they have now, you have to have your own adapter in order to
Oh,
to be able to use it for your car. But like I said, I think I've seen in the last year, I've seen maybe three cars getting charged, and the person sitting in there, I go get gas like that, and the person has to sit in that car for 3 hours while his car is charging to get to wherever he's going.
I
I
thought they
can't.
were fast charges. Like I didn't think you had to wait for 3 hours.
And then most of the charging stations don't work. They're leaking energy, so
See,
they got to
this
figure it
is
out.
they will. They won't get my money until they do.
Yeah,
I'm like, mm-mm.
and
I don't want to be nowhere, Harry, and be like, oh, I need to go power up, and I'm somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and you talking to the good old boys talking about, where can I charge my car? And they're looking at me like, charge your car.
yeah, and if you're in traffic, like a couple of times this week, I guess it's the new school traffic, but I've been stuck in traffic this week on 991. And imagine if you're running low on your battery and you're stuck in traffic and you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, am I gonna have to walk?
I don't
You,
like that mess when I'm in traffic and my gas is low, but at least I think I could,
yeah.
there's like a quarter tank reserve past the E.
And then don't you have to who's gonna retrofit everybody's house to have chargers?
I don't know.
It's like because over here in Waterbury, you have to actually go to that station to get a charge, especially
Yeah,
for us that I live in a condo complex. Who's gonna retrofit to have charges in these complexes? So it's
yeah.
great.
Well, you have a good weekend, Harry.
fifty
I'll
thousand of water. That's
50,000.
insane.
I'm telling you, somebody got to get a bill for that. You got to get a bill for that, Harry. I don't care. It's like, I would never. I would say, we sending you a bill, bruh. We sending you a
Especially in
bill.
California where they don't
Well,
let
they
you
always need water, right? Like,
let you water your lawn in California. So
right? How they wasting it on damn Teslas? But all right. Have a good weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Y'all be good. Be safe. Enjoy the weekend. The weather's gonna be nice.
we're listening to LoveBabz on WNHHLP 103.5. Your home for community radio. See ya.